You are winning like never before, and your haters can't stand it. They try to stop your progress by keeping up confusion in your life, but they lost big time like never before. Your haters didn't see you making it this far. They didn't see you glowing up or bossing up out of the turmoil situations they try to put you in many times. Your haters didn't see you in a good way. They thought they can crap on you, hang up the phone on you, treat you despicably, and God was going to keep allowing them to do it. When you put your foot down and said no more, God removed these people out of your life. And you was told to move forward in your progress, because can't no hater or foe stop what God has for you. The future that he wants best for you compared to what they have to offer. This is what these people are mad at. They mad because you're no longer in that low place that they turned their nose up and thought you were at. No, actually God elevated you higher than them. And when he elevated you higher than them, they just got a rude awakening about who you are and what your purpose is on this earth. You did not care about these people and they stank energy and them leaving your life. This is what they having a hard time realizing. They thought because they stopped talking to you that you were supposed to crawl under a rock and just not like yourself because of it. Instead, you kept growing and glowing and becoming better. And they can't stand the fact that you're doing that. They thought by them not talking to you and by them having others gang up against you and you being by yourself, them trying to gang you up in a corner, they thought they were stopping your progress. But instead of them stopping your progress, you put in the work and you progress forward with or without them. That's what they are upset about. And because you could care less if they come back into your life or not. And at this point, I wouldn't want these haters back in your life after all that. Because if they did it once, and maybe they even did it twice, they'll surely do it again. Especially if you ain't get an apology for how they acted and how they treated you. They thought it was cool to treat you like spittle. They thought it was cool for you to be at the bottom. They thought it was cool to look down at you. But now, you ain't even looking down at them. You just refuse to deal with them. You refuse to deal with these ignorant people and they hating energy. But they also your secret fans at the same time. You stop communicating. You stop even having a conversation with these people. Because clearly they are beneath you. But they want to make you feel like you were beneath them for so long. Now that them tables have turned around, they actually know their spot and their place in your life. That they're not above you. They actually beneath you. And that's what they're having a hard time coming to grips with. That they really tried to look down on a royal one like you, a chosen one like you. They really tried to look down at you based off what somebody else said about you and how they perceived you. And now they left talking, running their mouth to others about you, and you know we're in sight because you're doing new things. You're doing greater things. That's what they having a hard time realizing. They thought you was going to be in that same low place forever. They thought you would never survive the attacks, the ridicule, and them trying to slow your progress for a long time. You survived it. Not only did you survive it, you gained wisdom and insight on how to deal with these people. You just stopped dealing with them altogether because you realize why even waste a second of your energy with people that don't act like they don't care or give a darn about you. You said, I'm not wasting no more time or energy on people that show you every day that they don't care about you. But now that the tables have flipped and you in a better place and you glowing like never before, they want to say you're bougie. They want to say you're too much. They want to say you act like you better than everybody. No, you don't act like you better than everybody. You're very humble. You just refuse to deal with that ignorance and foolishness. And you refuse to deal with people that ain't growing like you are. Ain't nothing wrong with that. They stay stagnant in the same place while they was too busy looking down at you. You was actually putting in the work to make yourself a better person. And they wasn't. But they had the nerve to hate on you, despise you and look down at you, turn their nose up at you like you was the problem. You continue to be the problem to these people. Let them keep talking. Let them keep watching you and talking and gossiping to others about you and hating on you from a distance. Give these people a show like never before because they clearly looking for your attention. Give them a show. Give them something to talk about. Should I rather say? They wanted something to talk about all the time. So now you finally giving these people something to talk about. And now they can't handle who you really are. They can't handle the fact that they can no longer look down at you no more like they used to. They can't handle the fact that you elevated past their foolishness and you refuse to deal with these people. Now they're saying you're bougie, or they're saying that you full of yourself. You ain't full of yourself. You just full of righteousness. You full of getting yourself together. And you ain't got time for they kind of mind games. And that's what they're upset about. You ain't have time for none of that foolishness from day one. But because they want to constantly put you in the middle of drama, constantly try to stop your progress, now you pushing these people out your way energetically. Just move. You ain't helping coming up. You hating on me from a distance ain't finna stop me from getting to the destiny I'm supposed to be at. You're not finna stop my progress. This is what you're energetically telling these people. And you pushing them out the way energetically. If you're not going to be a help, then move out the way. You hate over there at a distance. Way over there. You see how far my hands stretch? They way over there. Hating on you at a distance. And that's where they belong. They don't need to be up in your face hating on you. They don't need to tell you that they're your haters. You already know that. So what are these people mad about? Because they tried to stop your progress and now they facing the repercussions to what they done? And now they're being dealt with about it? And now they don't know what to do? Try to stop your progress, but now they facing the backlash because of it? These people were wrong. They had no business coming for you like never before. But because your haters did, or your secret fans, they realizing that you hold the power to your destiny. And you learn to stop giving these people your power. And that's what they upset about. As long as they got you to react, entertain their foolishness, they held the power. But when you stop doing all that and turn that energy into yourself and focusing on you, they no longer had that power to control your emotions and who you were anymore. Because you're not giving them the attention or the satisfaction. You ain't got time for nothing and nobody and their problems. They want to stay in that childish frame of mind. You want to elevate past that. But the lesson was for these people, don't look down at nobody. You don't know who God will raise up in a season he want to raise up in. Now they can't look down at you no more. Now they looking up at you, but they miserable and they hating at the same time. That's no longer your problem. They tried to look down on you. And they might even still be trying to look down at you because they want to make it seem like you the nobody one. They can't look down at you no more. You ain't even giving these people the time or the energy or the day to even talk to you past 10 minutes. Because you ain't got time for their issues or their drama. They kind of drama. They're childish, unnecessary drama. They did not stop your progress. You continuing to elevate in peace. And they can't do nothing about that. and you're glowing like never before. Why? You got these people out your energy and the stuff that they was on. And that's the message I got for a royal one. Sucks to be these people. And until next time, shalom.